everyone. Welcome to Michelle Obama's biopic.
Huh?
Welcome back to another episode of Mario 64. We went into the little door that was on the top right, just past the stairs, into the Princess Peach room. And we're just doing this real quick. Just to get another star. I kind of forgot off the top of my head which doors we've been in, but I know which levels we played. I think. And I'm saying that in a very non-confident way. Which is probably not a good thing, but it's fine. We are diving right into the... I believe it's Jolly Roger Bay. I don't know how... Honestly, like, as many people know, like, this is my first run-through of the game, so I literally don't know how big this game is. I've seen Game Grumps play, but they kind of... I wouldn't necessarily say prolonged their gameplay, but they've done probably more than they needed to, honestly. But it depends on how you play, right? Like, some people just kind of like to go through the game quickly just to experience the main parts, and some people like to complete the whole thing, or, like, especially for this game, too. There's people who do, like, the sort of competitive stuff in terms of, like, doing challenges. I don't know how the fuck to swim. I think I figured it out. But yeah, I think it really depends on the player and what their intentions are with this game. I don't know what's down here. What is down here? Or I don't want to go too far because I don't want to fucking drown. Can you open your clammy self so I can get a coin? Yeah, I know that I knew from watching before that the coins help with brethren. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I probably honestly should have watched the rest of the Game Grumps series, but it's totally fine. It is totally fine. So there's been a game that I've been playing quite a bit that I kind of been hearing a lot about in, like, I wouldn't necessarily say the news, but like I've been reading some news articles from a few gaming websites and was kind of reading some like developer stuff about it and some reviews of the game as well, because I always get curious sometimes on like people's thoughts on games, because obviously everyone's thoughts and opinions of games are very subjective. But it's a game called City Skylines 2. And for myself, I've never played the first one. No, actually I have. I've played City Skylines on the Xbox. So I played like the main game and then like the console version, because for some reason there's like two different versions on Xbox Game Pass, or there was. And I've noticed for like, this is what I kind of find interesting with like video games, because sometimes you'll have like custom, oh god, don't get smacked, like customer reviews almost, or like player reviews, and it's completely different sometimes of like what the developers are like expecting of the game. Like I've heard a lot of pretty good things overall with City Skylines 2, but like some, obviously like with any video game you're gonna have an issue. Like no game is ever gonna be perfect, especially because like with the amount of time and effort it takes to develop, like in terms of like coding, getting the art, production, stuff like that, it's a very tedious process. So I never expect companies to have everything nailed down, but I do expect, I think most people is, I guess it definitely depends too on like where you kind of come from. Like an average player, you know, you expect the game to function, right, as well as it can. And to be fun and entertaining, but it also depends on the sort of game and your expectations of that style of game. But from someone like myself who has a background in game design and all that shabil, you kind of understand more of how things can go wrong and like why and sort of what you can do with it. And you sort of, for someone as myself who's been on both sides, I kind of would say that I expect differently from my point of view. Like if I was making a game, I want it to be different than what it actually is doing, right? Like I want to make sure I can sort out those bugs that are causing like performance issues, stuff like that. But obviously, like with time constraints, it's different, but like it's not terrible to have like sort of expectations. But with that being said, what I've noticed is I kind of went off on a tangent for a bit. I'm so sorry, but I like to talk my ass sometimes with games, stuff like that. But with City Skylines 2, like player reviews were fairly positive. Like the only really complaints that I've heard about were like I think there was some performance issues, like some small bugs here and there. There was some like new release of like DLC, but I haven't gotten it myself and I haven't really looked into it that much. But with the like decently positive peer reviews, I've noticed that like there was something that came out recently about the developers kind of saying like, oh, we understand like we've been kind of underperforming and under-delivering, and we apologize, and we're working on feedback and getting it sorted out. I was like, well, I don't see a lot of massive complaints. I'm wondering if they're saying that in a way because they think that the issues that have been popping up is causing the game to not be as popular, which I don't know if they have like a set expectation of how many players they sort of want people for like, or copies sold or what have you. But I just feel like it's interesting because they're kind of like shorthanding themselves, saying that, oh, we screwed up, when overall it's been decent. But I don't think it's fair on companies to be so hard on themselves to the point where they like kind of shit on themselves, because from my own experience too with playing the game, the developers and some of the community people are really, really engaged with the community, like a lot of the players, which is not common. Like, you don't see it a lot in companies, and I honestly give kudos to the developers and producers of City Skylines 2, because you're going above and beyond what a typical game company would do. And I think that for myself as a player, that is what sets me apart from other companies, because you're willing to put in that time and effort, right? Like, if companies just make a game and they're like, okay, cool. Obviously, you have those companies that give updates of like things that are going on, like system maintenance if it's a multiplayer game, or like bug fixes and patch notes and stuff like that. But like they're fully engaged, and like it's really cool to see. And I honestly wish more companies would do that. But I think the problem with that kind of stuff, I honestly don't even know where the fuck I'm supposed to be going. I'm kind of just cruising around. But the thing is though, with like some companies, their mindset is all about money, and I know sometimes people don't see a reason as to why to have this engagement, because it is, you know, you have to hire someone and potentially train someone in community management and like how to deal with people, and like they have to use their time up, sometimes even out of work hours, for like things like sometimes they do like community streams and stuff like that. You know, that's obviously up to the company, and like people should expect that if they kind of have that proper description of that job. But it's just, I kind of wish the company wasn't so hard on themselves. Like, yeah, things happen, like things get messed up. As long as you're trying to put an actual effort into fixing it or looking into it, I don't think, like, be nicer on yourselves, people. Like, come on. So it looks like the developer itself is Colossal Order, but then the publisher is Paradox. I know Paradox from other games, but like, I mean, like, you're doing a decent job. Like, most people have had positive reviews, and even Steam has positive reviews. I know people are kind of pissed off at the fact that they were expecting it to be on Xbox, but I would rather wait, you know, for them to sort it out than be like, hey, we're releasing it on this platform. But then they're like, oh yeah, we can't. I don't think they did that. If I'm wrong, correct me. I'm gonna have to double check for sure. But like, I would rather wait. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, with GTA, they did the same thing for GTA 5, and they're doing something similar, I'm assuming, for GTA 6, where they are releasing it on console first, and then they release it on PC because they wanted to make sure, one, it's stable, and like a bunch of other stuff that, you know, it's a very tedious process for that kind of stuff. But it's also easier on them, right? Like, depending on the company too, you want to have a better sort of management style of a certain, I would say, platform, almost, because it for like console stuff, it's a bit of a different process than it is on the PC, because you have to get like, I wouldn't even say like certifications, but you have to have like compliance stuff in place. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with PC, but I think the process is a little bit different and a little bit more time consuming because of a company named Schmeichelschaft. But yeah, like, I would rather just wait. How the fuck, where am I going? I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'd rather just wait, honestly. That, like, as I said, we was talking about Rockstar, like, they're probably working on console first, and then they're like, okay, everything's cool. Then we'll start working on PC, which I'm totally fine with. Like, if you're gonna say, hey, this game's getting released on this platform, you know, you work on that, make sure it's stable, and then say, oh yeah, everything's good, and then they give an announcement like, oh yeah, coming to PC or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm fine with that. I'd rather you say that, like, oh yeah, sorry, but we have to release this game, or we're planning on releasing this game on this platform, and then potentially later. You know, obviously most companies don't say that, but I think most people who've been gaming for a while kind of know how certain companies function. Because I wouldn't be surprised. I would actually be surprised if Rockstar didn't do the same thing they did with GTA 5, because they released GTA 5 on consoles first, and then they did it on PC. So I mean, you know, a lot of there's those few companies though, like that are kind of. I guess when you see that they're a lot different, you kind of have more respect for them. Like, especially for the Nintendo 2. I'm so confused. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? For Nintendo, I read this thing about was it the CEO? No, it was like, I forget I'd have to find it again, but this guy was like, because of like what's been going on in the gaming industry, he basically cut his salary back to prevent people from getting laid off. That is an interesting move because, like, you know, obviously, if you have a lot of responsibility, you want to be compensated for it properly, right? But like, if I was in that situation, I would honestly do the same thing. Like, if I'm making, like, say, I'm making like over $200,000 or something like ridiculous, like, I don't even know if I ever see the day to make that much money. But like, there's people who are like at risk of like they're struggling, or like say the company's struggling. I would do what I can. Whether it's me cutting back my salary or doing small things that don't necessarily affect the company as a whole, you know, just cut back that. Because, like, there's sometimes people who will work for these companies for years and years on end who are so loyal and, like, understand the audience and what the company can do. You know, you don't want to lose that, right? Obviously, like, there's going to be times where people are just like, okay, I'm going to be here for a bit, and then they find something better if they want to move on, blah, blah, blah. That's different, right? But, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do this again so I can just get the fuck out. Unless, like, can I do it even? Why was I electrocuted? The hell was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Michael Jackson. Yeah. I already got it. I know! I'm just confused. Like, what do I do? I think I need the internet to figure out what the fuck to do. I did it! Okay, I think this has something here, but I'm gonna try not to fucking drown. That is my main goal. Don't die. You know? I get the, give me the coin. Give me that coin. Turn around! Give me the coin. I'm coin hunting. Hunting coins or coiny hunting? I don't know. 2. Wow, the frames are terrible. What the fuck? Is there pretty much like 2 different sides of the ship? Or whatever this fucking thing is. There's that one. Give me some spaghetti. Do you like spaghetti? There's so many fishes. Fishes in the sea. Oh, there's a coin. There's a coin on the floor. Swim! Swim, Mario, swim! Honestly, Mario isn't the greatest swimmer. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't, because he's good at, like, running and jumping and double jumping and stuff like that, but I feel like his kryptonite would be, like, swimming. When he does swim here, though, he looks like a fucking, like, Lego dude. Like a little Lego character with, like, his little claw hands. How many... Is the last one? No, there's... Where the fuck? There it is! I found it in the corner here. Mario, stop farting so much. And I know you're farting because no one breathes that fucking fast unless you have, like, problems. There was another thing that I was reading today about, like, some gaming stuff. Saying that the, sort of industry, like, for gaming is stable, but, like, kind of slow. I'm like, that sounds suspicious because I think, like, personally, it's a little crock of horse shit. Because there was a company that, was it CI? Is it CI or CL Games or whatever the fuck? It's a company that made like $80 million over their like fiscal year, and they just laid off like 10% of their company. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know where. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where the key is. I'm gonna have to do some research. Why is it shining? Hello? God? What do you want? Hello, Toad. I am glad to see you. The princess and I will... Everybody, we're all trapped inside. I mean, you can open the door. Bowser has stolen the cow... Oh, yeah, so... There are 4 rooms on the first floor. Start... Yeah. When you collect all 8 power star... Oh. So do I have to basically... like, do the whole thing of the... What? I'm confused. Okay, this is just me guessing off the top of my head. Do I have to pretty much do all of, like, the goals, quote-unquote, of each section to get the fucking big star? I don't know, okay? There's gonna be someone, I know. There's always someone, most of the time, there have been a few times where I haven't seen it, but someone's just like, you gotta do this, and this. Like, they don't really complain, but they're just like, you should know this. Obviously, for people who've been playing this game for years on end would know this, but I'm just like, this is literally my first time playing it. I've played, like, this level and, like, a second one, like, once or twice. Because this is kind of, like, this wasn't really what I played during my, like, early years of gaming. It was mostly, well, it depends on, like, the year. So, starting off, it was the SNES, and then I went to Xbox and, like, Game Boy and shit like that. Then it was the Wii, and then the 360. I played the PS2 for a little bit. And then it was the I just kept mostly continuing with the Xbox line, but then between, like, the 360 and... Was it? No. So, like, early on with the 360, like, I think either, like, very, very, very early on in its, like, console year, or, like, just a little bit before is when I started getting into, like, PC stuff. And then I continued that, the Xbox and PC stuff, pretty much, like, up until now. Like, I still play, like, my main console that I play on is my Xbox, but I play on, like, a variety of platforms. Like, I don't necessarily say that I don't play PC games, because I kind of don't. For myself, I used to play PC games quite a bit when I was, like, a bit more competitive, like, especially with CSGO, but I don't do it anymore. Especially because I have, like, problems with my wrist and being on a keyboard for too long. Like, my Xbox controller is really comfortable for me. PlayStation, the PS3 and the PS4 were fine, but the PS5 is a little bit uncomfortable for me. But, like, for myself, when I think of PC gaming, I automatically think of VR, because that's mostly what I do on my PC now. If there's, like, an exclusive game that I really want to play, or, like, for an example, if it's something, like, because I have Game Pass as well, like, if it's a game service that I have that offers it on PC first, like City Skylines 2, I really wanted to play it on my Xbox, but it's available on Game Pass on PC, so I was like, well, I'll play it. Sometimes I'll play games with other people, or if it's, like, an exclusive thing, or just, like, early access, or, like, it's just available then for a certain amount of time until they get it released on another platform. As long as it has... well, I wouldn't necessarily say, like, it's exclusive to if it can use, like, an Xbox controller, because there are some games where I'll play, like, on keyboard and mouse, but it depends on how sort of dedicated the game is. Like, if it's Minecraft, I'll do it, because half the time I can't even get my stupid ass freaking Xbox controller to work, because it's a pile of dookie anus. Oh god, the ball. But yeah, it really depends on sometimes it depends, like, for myself, it depends on the game and the platform. So yeah, like, for PC gaming, I mostly think of, like, VR. I do the occasional, like, games here and there, as I've sort of mentioned, because there are, like, some games, honestly, that you don't have on a console. Mobile games at different time to time, but that's just more of, like, I'm waiting. Like, sometimes I'll still play Pokemon Go, or, like, sometimes if I'm, like, in between a commercial for a show, I'll play, like, fucking Solitaire, or sometimes Uno. Where is the... Am I in the wrong area for the... Yeah, I think I am. Looking for the thing, the cannon, the thing that shoots me. And then, like, for... Like, right now, what I'm playing, for, like, everything for platform-wise, is pretty much PC, retro consoles, current-gen consoles, so, like, Xbox and Switch. As many of people, like, have watched my videos in the past, and even for people who are new, I am not about, you know, PC Master Race, or, like, this console's better than the other, because especially for PlayStation 5 right now and Xbox, most, and I'm saying most, like, pretty close, except for, like, some small things here and there, it's the same processor, similar processing power, like, it's mostly the same. Like, they had similar contracts with different, like, they're pretty much the same companies, but just offer different things because of, like, I don't want to even say, like, exclusivity. I don't even know why they did it like that, but, like, just play, honestly. People, stop with the fucking, this console's better than this one. PS is, or PlayStation is, or PC is better than everything. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? They're all motherboards and fucking CPUs and GPUs, just put in a different way, and they all fucking function the same, okay? Stop it. I love that voice crack that happened. It makes me sound so cool. My throat is as dry as my butthole. I don't remember where the... Oh, yeah, the last coin... Yeah, I gotta find the fucking cannon. Where's the cannon? It kind of take... Wait, where am I going? Oh. I was like, what the hell? How do I get that star? I want to try and get that star. I'm gonna go to this cannon. Did I get the ones in the field? I don't remember. I'm just gonna see if I can get that one coin at the top of the island and see what happens. No. But yeah, like, just play whatever you can get, honestly. Like, and I know for a fact, too, that some places in the world have better accessibility or better availability to certain consoles. Like, for myself, as many of you know, as I've told, I'd like to get a PS5. Just because some people that I know that I play games with have PS5, which, I mean, like, it's whatever, right? Like, I am more than mentally capable of understanding... Oh, shit, that was way too far. Of understanding, like, if I don't need it, I'm not going to get it. But if that's all you have, then, you know, who cares what console it is? Because, like, for where I am, honestly, like, Xbox was easier to get than PlayStation. But for some places, I know it's the opposite, which is fine. But just, like... It's kind of low of people, in my opinion. I don't want to shit on people, but I don't condone bullying at all. Don't shit on people for the platform that they play on. Because that might be all they can get, or they're proud of themselves for, like, working a shitty job that I don't like at minimum wage just to get that, you know? Like, it's just a console. Like, really, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Like, don't argue over the dumbest shit. Especially when it comes to games. Like, this, for a lot of people, this is... Video games are what... can be, like, I'm kind of talking, like, in circles, I feel like, sometimes, but, like, for some people, video games is, like, what they use to, like, relax and, like, look forward to something in their life, you know, like, some people be like, oh, well, that's kind of stupid. It's not, because, like, you don't know what people are going through, and, like, they might only have that, and they don't have a support system where they can talk to someone or, you know, escape. You know, people can always have that sort of chance of going towards something that's very toxic and bad, but, like, you know, if someone's dealing with a lot, despite the sort of negative reviews of video games, I would rather have someone, like, that I'm close to, or, like, people in general, you know, play video games. Obviously, like, there's a healthy amount, but, like, video games have their pros and cons, like anything in life, but, like, I'd rather have someone play video games than do drugs or dumb shit, like, just be an asshole, or, like, you know? Considering that I've been playing for a bit, and I don't really know what I'm doing, and I finished that. Is there even more with this one? I'm probably going to call it quits, only because I gotta figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do now. Is there any more to this one? Oh my god, did it not do it properly because I didn't get to this? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Let me see if I can do it real quick again. I'm just going to do this one. And then just yeet myself into oblivion. Yeah, I know it's like... Honestly, like, you know, you do you, but, like, people have their experiences with things in life, and, you know, video games are helpful for a lot of people, and, like, the gaming industry is massive. Like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, almost as big, if not a little bit bigger than, like, the, like, movie industry. Is this? Yeah. Is it? Nope. I bet you now that I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna fucking, like, way overshoot it. But I'm gonna try and go up, like, a little bit of what I can recall. Don't you just love my singing? Oh, I just made it. Holy shit. Okay. Shuck my butt. Lick my butt. Eat my foot. Smell it nice. I don't know what I'm saying. Eat myself to oblivion. What the hell is that? Oh my god, Mario's got a severe concussion. I wanted to fly through that. But I didn't do it because the game was like, you're not flying today, mister. I have a 1-up. Wait, it's not even this tree. It's this one over here, isn't it? Go that way! This one? It is this one. No, it's not this one. I don't fucking know. Never mind. There's a coin here. There's a 1 up here. Don't touch me. Excuse me. Goodbye. Excuse me. Come again. Coming through. Leave me alone. Fuck you. Okay, we got that coinage. I don't think there's any coinage over here that I have to get. Oh, is this open? I fucking keep thinking it's open. It's not. How many do I have to get? 1 more? I don't know. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. 11. I'm always missing something, you know? I don't think I can even... No, don't squishy me with your balls. The same thing can go with, like, not even just video games too, like, whatever, you know, you enjoy in life. Like, there's always going to be someone, or there's, like, it doesn't matter if it's someone or, like, a group of people. They're, like, people are assholes, to say the least. You know, there are decent people in this world. There's, like, you know, but, like, there's always going to be some person who's going to shit on anyone for whatever it is just because they like to do it, and it's, you know, they have nothing better to do with lives, but, like, you do you. As long as, like, what I kind of like to say to people who, like, want my opinion, or, like, or don't even have... I wouldn't even necessarily, like, for guidance, because I wouldn't necessarily, like, I'm a good guidance person, but, like, my sort of thought with it is, as long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, you know, you do you, right? Like, just don't do things illegal, too. Like, that's kind of, like, my sort of thing. Can you move and not blow up, please? Where's the star? Give me my star. Where's my star? Is it over here? Oh my god, this camera can shove it up its rear end. You know it doesn't have one. Where the fuck is the star? Hello? Anyone know where the star is? I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Help me. No. Is it at the top? Please don't tell me it's at the top of the mountain. I'm gonna look. Where is... There is here. Where is there is? I'm craving ice cream so badly right now. It's unbelievable. Oh, damn it! It is a pickle butt and a half. Let me in the cannon again, please. No. It is not here. Where is it? No. Well, okay. Well, I guess I need a star. I mean a coin. Give me a coin. Cause I'm gonna die. That did you shit. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Come again. Thank you, cucumber. Okay, got some coinage. I healed myself a bit. There is someone outside with a very heavy base, and I honestly want to find them and fucking run them over with their own car. It is annoying. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Is it here? Where is the star? Well, goodbye. Oh my god, I found it after, like, way too long for looking. I did it! Is there any more? Am I done yet? Is there anything left? If there is, I'm gonna... Okay, well, I'll probably try this later. Because I don't know what the hell to do. Thank you all for stopping by. And I'll see you next time.